Okay, everybody. I think I'm set up. Maybe. Why is VTube Studio so big? Okay. Also let me go ahead and put in the text credits for these assets because I'm not putting in the description. This is literally like a one-off thing, you know? All-purpose text. Um uh Uh, there we go. Would you guys believe me if if I said that I literally bought this if I said I literally just bought the background 5 minutes ago? Probably. If we're being completely honest. Let me also just go ahead and turn down my system volume because I can't hear myself think over Evanescence. Ugh. And also tighten up my mic stand so it doesn't fall. Yeah. Tonight. Tonight. We will be watching. Or no, not watching. Reading through the entirety of Been Drowned, or at least as much of it as I can. I don't know if I want to switch to the actual overlay of this because it is almost entirely text. And by almost entirely, I mean it is entirely text. Let me also just go ahead and shove OBS down into the drawing tablet so I can have full reading space, or maybe I'll go ahead and actually put the fic down below, so yeah, I don't have to mess with my OBS ratios and stuff. Yeah, without further ado, I will turn down the music. Cause I'm looking at the meter as well, and it's just that might also be a little bit loud. So I have my water. I have my water. I am mentally prepared. Let's go ahead and take a swig. Let's get started. Oh yeah, I also have candy. And by candy, I mean my coworker's girlfriend made pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and that's gonna be my sweets for the night because I am trying my best to cut down on my sugar consumption. Okay. Haunted Cartridge Arc. Let's go. Prologue. Rosa. Ah, yes, I was looking for a bedtime story. Yeah. I wanted to give out candy this year until change of plans placed me here. Honestly, I don't even think people in my area give out candy, cause it's so stupidly fucking rural. Where would you even give out candy, you know? Sure, I have also this is an apartment complex, how would you even do it? All the doors are kind of locked as well. So every single building has like its own like lock and key door. So yeah, how would the kiddos fare for that? You know. Anyway, let's begin. On September 7th, 2010, when Day 4.wmv was first released, John Sable only had 2 other videos on his YouTube account profile. One of random gameplay footage from the video game Prototype, seemingly unrelated, and a more cryptic video by a character named Rosa. Both of these videos were uploaded a year before the Haunted Cartridge investigation began. While the Prototype video was standard fare for someone to have on YouTube, the Rosa video was almost curiously out of place. All it contained was a dialogue of an unimportant character in a game made back in 2003, and that was the extent of it. Rosa, in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, has a mutation which causes her to predict the future, and she gives cryptic clues as to what the game's plot is. At first, she was only a side thought to those desperately trying to help save Jodsable from the Haunted Cartridge, but as the story progressed, people began to notice there were some disturbing similarities between Rose's cryptic messages and what was happening to Jodsable. The video description itself contained hidden words that were central to the haunting. Drowned. Stoned. Lone wolf. Fourth wall. And viewers suddenly realized that this was too much of a coincidence to be unrelated. After talking to her, you end up being drowned in dialogue. Several of the things she alludes to are kind of vague, though, like the lone wolf. When I first played the game at night, stoned. Horrifyingly, over the course of the story, all but a few of Rose's predictions would come true. From describing the locales Jodsable would visit, to the foes he would face, all leading up to her now infamous phrase in the video. Player, any advice at all? Something that's going to save my life? Rosa, don't open it. With such a vague phrase to go on, no one really knew what it could mean. At first, everyone assumed that Rosa was telling Jodsable not to open the game's save file because it was haunted, but as it was later discovered, Rosa was trying to warn the very viewers themselves about an incident that would happen after Jodsable had released his 4th and final video. I am not going to be playing these videos because we'd be here forever, but I will be providing the links in here, so... Well, how about I just go ahead and send you guys the pages as well so that y'all can watch the videos along. I'll probably, consume them after, but... largely... Oh. I'm just gonna blast through because I did start at 10. Chapter 1, Day 4. I recently moved into my dorm, starting as a sophomore in college, and a friend of mine gave me his old Nintendo 64 to play. I was stoked, to say the least. I could finally play all of those old games of my youth that I hadn't touched in at least a decade. His Nintendo 64 came with one yellow controller and a rather shoddy copy of Super Smash Bros., and while beggars can't be choosers, needless to say, it didn't take long until I became bored of beating up the computer players. That weekend, I decided to drive around a few neighborhoods about 20 minutes or so off campus, hitting up the local garage sales, hoping to score some good deals from ignorant parents. I ended up picking up a copy of Pokemon Stadium, GoldenEye, F-Zero, and 2 other controllers for $2. Satisfied, I began to drive out of the neighborhood when one last house caught my attention. I still have no idea why it did. There were no cars, and there was only one table set up with random junk on it, but something sort of drew me there. I usually trust my gut on these things, so I got out of the car and I was greeted by an old man. His outward appearance was, for lack of a better word, displeasing. It was odd, if you asked me to tell you why I thought he was displeasing. I couldn't really pinpoint anything. There was just something about him that put me on edge. I can't explain it. All I can tell you is that if it wasn't in the middle of the afternoon and there were other people within shouting distance, I would not have even thought of approaching this man. Blah. Tongue twisters. I'm trying my best to get better uh, at reading out loud, but, you know, it's hard. I still trip over my words, but anyway. He flashed a crooked smile at me and asked what I was looking for, and immediately I noticed that he must be blind in one of his eyes. His right eye had that glazed over look about it. I forced myself to look to his left eye instead, trying not to offend, and asked him if he had any old video games. I was already wondering how I could politely excuse myself from the situation when he would tell me that he had no idea what a video game was, but to my surprise, he said he had a few ones in an old box. He assured me he'd be back in a jiffy and turned to head back into the garage. As I watched him hobble away, I couldn't help but notice what he was selling on his table. Littered across his table were rather peculiar paintings, various artworks that looked like ink blots that a psychiatrist might show you. Curious, I looked through them. It was obvious why no one was visiting this guy's garage sale. These weren't exactly aesthetically pleasing. As I came to the last one, for some reason, it looked almost like Majora's Mask. The same heart-shaped body with little spikes protruding outward. Initially, I thought that since I was secretly hoping to find that game at these garage sales, some Freudian bullshit was projecting itself onto the ink blots, but given the events that happened afterward, I'm not so sure now. I should have asked the man about it. I wish I could have asked the man. I wish I would have asked the man about it. After staring at the Majora-shaped blot, I looked up and the old man was suddenly there again, arm's length in front of me, smiling. I'll admit I jumped out of reflex and I laughed nervously as he handed me a Nintendo 64 cartridge. It was the standard gray color, except that someone had written Majora on it in black permanent marker. I got butterflies in my stomach as I realized what a coincidence this was, and asked him how much he wanted for it. The old man smiled at me and told me that I could have it for free, that it used to belong to a kid who was about my age that didn't live here anymore. There was something weird about how the man phrased that, but I didn't really pay any attention to then. I was too caught up in not only finding this game, but getting it for free. I reminded myself to be a bit skeptical since this looked like a pretty shady cartridge, and there's no guarantee it would work. But then the optimist inside me interjected that maybe it was some kind of beta version or pirated version of the game, and that was all I needed to be back on Cloud 9. I thanked the man, and the man smiled at me and wished me well, saying, "Goodbye then." At least that's what it sounded like to me. All the way in the car ride home, I had a nagging doubt that the man had said something else. My fears were confirmed when I booted up the game. To my surprise, it worked just fine, and there was one save file simply named Ben. "Goodbye, Ben," he was saying. "Goodbye, Ben." I felt bad for the man, obviously a grandparent and obviously going senile, and I, for some reason or another, reminded him of his grandson, Ben. Out of curiosity, I looked at the save file. Eyeballing it, I could tell that he was pretty far in the game. He had almost all the masks and 3/4 remains of the bosses. I noticed that he had used an owl statue to save his game. He was on day 3, and by the Stone Tower Temple with hardly an hour left before the moon would crash. I remember thinking that it was a shame he had come so close to beating the game, but he never finished it. I made a new file named Link out of tradition and started the game, ready to relive my childhood. For such a shady looking game cartridge, I was surprised at how smoothly it ran. Literally just like a retail copy of the game, save for a few minor hiccups here and there, like textures being where they shouldn't be, random flashes of cutscenes at odd intervals, but nothing too bad. However, the only thing that was a little unnerving was that at times the NPCs would call me Link, and at other times they would call me Ben. I figured it was just a bug, a fluke in the programming causing our files to get mixed up or something. It did kind of creep me out after a while, and it was after I had beaten the Woodfall Temple that I regrettably went into the save files and deleted Ben. I had intended to preserve the file just out of respect of the game's original owner. It's not like I needed 2 files anyway, hoping that would solve the problem. It did, and it didn't. Now the NPCs wouldn't call me anything. Where my name should be in the dialogue, there was just a blank space. My save file name was still called Link, though. Frustrated and with homework to do, I put the game down for a day. I started playing the game again last night, getting the Lens of Truth, and working my way towards completing the Stowhead Temple. Now, some of you more hardcore Majora's Mask players know about the 4th day glitch. For those who don't, you can Google it, but the gist of it is that right as the clock is about to hit 0 On the final day, you talk to the astronomer and look through the telescope. If you time it right, the countdown disappears, and you essentially have another day to finish whatever you were doing. Deciding to do the glitch to try and finish the Snowhead Temple, I happened to get it right on the first try, and the time counter at the bottom disappeared. However, when I pressed B to exit the telescope, instead of being greeted by the astronomer, I found myself in the Majora boss fight room at the end of the game, the trippy boxed-in area, staring at Skull Kid hovering above me. There was no sound, just him floating in the air above me, and the background music, which was regular for the area, but still creepy. Immediately, my palms began to sweat. This was definitely not normal. Skull Kid never appeared here. I tried moving around the area, and no matter where I went, Skull Kid would always be facing me, looking at me, not saying anything. Nothing would happen though, and this kept up for around 60 seconds. I thought the game had bugged or something, but I was beginning to doubt that very much. I was about to reach for the reset button when text appeared on my screen. You're not sure why, but you suddenly had a reservation. But you apparently had a reservation. I instantly recognized that text. You get that message when you get the room key from Andrew at the Stockpot Inn, but why was it playing here? I refused to entertain the notion that it was almost as if the game was trying to communicate with me. I started to navigate the room again, testing to see if it was some sort of trigger that enabled me to interact with something here. Then I realized how stupid I was. To even think that someone could reprogram the game like this was absurd. Sure enough, 15 seconds later, another message appeared on the screen, and again, like the first one, it was already a pre-existing phrase. Go to the lair of the temple's boss. Yes, no. I paused for a second, contemplating what I should press and how the game would react, when I realized that I couldn't select no. Taking a deep breath, I pressed yes, and the screen faded to white, with the words, Dawn of a New Day, with the subtext, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars beneath it. Where I was ported to filled me with the most intense sense of dread and impending fear I had ever experienced. Oh god, I'm already running out of water. The only way I can describe the way I felt here is having this feeling of inexplicable depression on a profound scale. I am normally not a depressed person, but the way I felt here was a feeling that I didn't even know existed. It was such a twisted, powerful presence that seemed to wash over me. I appeared in some kind of weird Twilight Zone version of Clocktown. I walked out of the clock tower, as you normally would do when you start from day 1, only to find that all the inhabitants were gone. Usually with the 4th day glitch, you can still find the guards and the dog that runs around outside the tower. This time, they were all gone. What replaced them was the ominous feeling that there was something out there, in the same area as me, and that it was watching me. I had 4 hearts to my name and the hero's bow, but at this point I wasn't even considered for my avatar. I felt that I personally was in some kind of danger. Perhaps the most chilling thing was the music. It was a song of healing, ripped straight from the game itself, but played in reverse. The music would get louder, building up as if you should expect something to pop out at you, but nothing ever did. And the constant loop began to wear on my mental state. Every now and then, I would hear the faint laugh of the happy masked salesman in the background, just quiet enough so that I wasn't sure if I was just hearing things, but just loud enough to keep me determined to find him. I looked in all 4 zones of Clocktown, only to find nothing. No one. Textures were missing, West Clocktown had me walking on air, the entire area felt broken. Hopelessly broken. As the reverse song of healing repeated for what must have been the 50th time, I just remember standing in the middle of South Clocktown, realizing that I had never felt so alone in a video game before. As I walked through the ghost town, I don't know whether it was a combination of the out-of-place textures in the atmosphere and the haunting melody of the once peaceful and soothing song being butchered and distorted, but I was literally on the verge of tears and I had no idea why. I hardly ever cry. Something had gripped me here, and this powerful sense of depression was both foreign and crippling. I tried leaving Clocktown, but every time I attempted to zone out, the screen would fade to black and I would just zone into another part of Clocktown. I tried playing my ocarina, I wanted to escape, and I did not want to be here, but every time I played the Song of Time or Song of Soaring, it would only say, "Your notes echo far, but nothing happens." By this point, it was obvious the game didn't want me to leave, but I had no idea why was keeping me here. I didn't want to go inside the buildings. I felt I would be far too vulnerable there to whatever I was terrified of. I don't know why, but I came up with the idea that maybe if I had drowned myself at the laundry pool, I could spawn somewhere else and leave this place. As I zoned in and ran towards the pool, that's what happened. Link grabbed his head, and the screen flashed for a brief moment of the happy masked salesman smiling at me. Not Link, me, with Skull Kid's scream playing in the background, and when the screen returned, I was staring at the Link statue from playing the song of Elegy of Emptiness. I screamed as the thing just stared back at me with that haunting facial expression. I turned around and ran out and back into South Clocktown, and to my horror, the fucking statue followed me in the only way I can compare this is like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. Every so often, at random intervals, the animation would play of the statue appearing behind me. It was like the thing was chasing me, or I don't even want to fucking say it, haunting me. By this point, I was on the verge of hysterics. But not even once did the thought of turning off the console occur to me. I don't know why. I was so wrapped up in it. The terror felt all so real. I tried to shake the statue, but it would literally appear right behind me every single time. Link started to begin to make weird animations I had never seen him do before. He would flail his arms around or spasm randomly, and the screen would cut to the happy masked salesman smiling again for a brief moment before I was face to face with that fucking statue again. I ended up running into the Sword Master's dojo and ran to the back. I don't know why, but in my panic I just wanted some kind of assurance that I'm not alone here. To my dismay, I found no one, but as I turned to leave, the statue cornered me in the cubby in the back. I tried attacking the statue with my sword, but to no avail. Confused and backed into a corner, I just stared at the statue waiting for it to kill me. Suddenly, the screen flashed again to the happy masked salesman, and Link turned to face my screen, standing upright, mirroring the statue, looking at me along with his copy. Literally staring at me. Whatever was left of the fourth wall was completely shattered while I ran out of the dojo terrified. Suddenly, the game warped me to an underground tunnel, and the reverse song of healing queued up again as I was given a brief moment of rest before the statue started appearing behind me again, this time aggressively. I could only take a few steps before it would summon behind me again. I hurriedly made my way out of the tunnel and appeared in South Clocktown. As I ran aimlessly in sheer panic, suddenly a Redead screamed, and the screen faded to black as Dawn of a New Day, and the 8 bars appeared again. The screen faded in, and I was standing on top of Clock Tower with Skull Kid hovering over me again, silent. I looked up and the moon was back, looming just meters above my head, but the Skull Kid just stared at me hauntingly with that fucking mask. A new song was playing. The Stone Tower Temple theme played in reverse. In some sort of desperate attempt, I equipped my bow and fired off a shot at the Skull Kid, and actually hit him, and he played an animation of him reeling back. I fired again, and on the third arrow, a text box appeared saying, "That won't do you any good, hee hee," and I was picked up off the ground, levitated upwards on my back, and then Link screamed as he burst into flames, instantly killing him. I jumped when this happened. I had never seen this move used by anyone in the game, and Skull Kid himself didn't have any moves. As the death screen played, my lifeless body still burning, the Skull Kid laughed and the screen faded to black, only to have me reappear in the same place. I decided to charge him, but the same thing happened. Link's body was lifted off the ground by some unknown force, and he immediately burst into flames again, killing him. This time, during the death screen, the faint sounds of the reverse song of healing could be heard. On my third and final try, I noticed that there was no music playing this time. That all there was eerie silence. I remembered that in the original encounter with the Skull Kid, you were supposed to use the ocarina to either travel back in time or summon the giants. I attempted to play the Song of Time, but before I could hit the last note, Link's body once again horrifically exploded into flames and he died. As the death screen neared its end, it began to chug, as if the cartridge was trying to process the lot of something. When the screen came to, It was the same scene as the first 3 times, except this time Link was lying on the ground dead in a position I had never seen in the game before, his head tilted towards his camera, with the Skull Kid floating above him. I couldn't move, I couldn't press any buttons, all I could do is just stare at Link's dead body. After around 30 seconds of this, the game simply fades out with the message, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before kicking you out to the title screen. Upon getting back to the title screen and staring again, I noticed my save file was no longer there. Instead of Link, it was replaced with Your Turn. Your Turn had 3 hearts, 0 masks, and no items. I selected Your Turn, and immediately when I did, I was returned to the clock tower rooftop scene of my Link dead and the Skull Kid hovering over, with the Skull Kids laughing, looping again and again. I quickly hit the reset button, and when the game booted up again, there was one more save file added, below Your Turn, entitled Ben. Ben's save file is right back where it was before I deleted it, at the Stone Tower Temple with the moon almost crashing. I turned off the game at that point. I'm not superstitious, but this is way too fucked up even for me. I haven't played all of it today. Hell, I didn't even get any sleep last night. I kept hearing the reverse Song of Healing music in my head and just remembering the sense of dread I felt exploring Clock Town. I drove back to the old man's house today to ask him some questions with a buddy of mine. No way I was going there alone, only to find that there's a for sale sign in the front yard, and when I rang the door, no one was home. So now I'm back here writing down the rest of my thoughts and recording what happened. Sorry if some of this has grammatical errors and whatnot. I'm running on no sleep here. I'm terrified of this game, even more so now that I've relived it a second time writing all this down, but I feel like there's still more to it than meets the eye, and that there's something calling to me to investigate this further. I think Ben is something in this equation, but I don't know what, and if I could get hold of that old man, then I would be able to find some answers. I need another day or so to recuperate before tackling this game again. It's already taking a toll on my sanity, I feel like, but next time I do this, I'm going to be recording my footage all the way through. The idea to record only came to me towards the end, so you see the last minutes of what I saw, including Skull Kid and the elegy statue, but it's on YouTube here. And that's the end of chapter 1. I'm gonna go get myself some more water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I brought the entire water jug with me, so yeah. Any further water refills and holy shit, skin has ripped off my fingers. Time for me to go work. Honestly, pretty sad Halloween for me. Worked OT from midnight to 4 a.m. I should have watched a horror movie. Well, I mean, I'll be doing nothing but, like, reading through Ben Drowned anyway, so, you know, if you want to just plug in your earbuds and just, you know, listen with your phone down in case old Groucho's still around, by all means, go ahead, you know. I don't know if I'll be able to get to we'll see how long part 2 is, and how long part 3 is. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, because I know tomorrow I want to go to round 1, and I want to play my. Because my is fun. I also realize I need to. I would, but where I go next is where I can't have my phone. Ouch. Ouch. In that case, have a good work. The archive is gonna be on YouTube anyway, so if you wanna continue the reading while you go to bed, by all means, go ahead. Oh my god, is this a... Oh yeah, it's a... instrumental arrangement of Thriller. Nice. Okay. Another swig of water, and then it's chapter 2, Ben. I'm going to post what happened in length of video footage, but last night everything got too real for me. I think I'm done messing around with this. I passed out pretty much immediately after making that thread, but last night, that Elegy of Emptiness statue, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that it was following me in my dream, that I would be minding my own business when I'd feel my neck hairs stand up on an end. I would turn around that thing. That horrible, lifeless statue would be staring me with those empty eyes right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben, and never before had I had a dream that I could remember so vividly. But the important thing is I did get some sleep, I suppose. Today, putting off the game playing the game as long as I could, I drove back up to that neighborhood to see if the old man came back. As expected, the car was still gone and no one was home. As I was walking back to my car, the man next door mowing the grass killed the power to his lawnmower and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him that I was looking to talk to the old man that lived here, to which he told me what I already knew. He was moving. Trying a different avenue, I asked if the old man had any family or relatives I could talk to. I discovered that this old man had never been married, nor did he have any children or grandchildren through adoption. Starting to become worried, I asked one final question, one that I should have asked from the beginning. Who was Ben? The man's expression turned grim, and I learned that 4 doors down, around 8 years ago, on April 23rd, the man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary. That's how he knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in the neighborhood. Shortly after his parents moved, and despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get more information, he wouldn't divulge anything else. I went back and started playing again. I loaded up the game, and immediately I jumped at the title screen where the mask flies by. The sound that played was not the normal whoosh sound, it was something much more higher pitched. I pressed start, bracing for the worst, but just like 2 nights ago, the files Your Turn and Ben were displayed. Truth be told, I looked at the Ben file earlier. It seems to fluctuate between displaying the owl save and not. I brought up the Ben file, hesitated for a second moment, noticing that the stats were not the same as they were originally 2 days ago. It seemed like he had already completed the Stone Tower temple this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately, I was thrust into complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside the Stone Tower temple, but that's all about all that was expected. The zone itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather and immediately a dialogue box of complete gibberish that I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted. His back was crooked violently to the side where his posture was permanently disfigured. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous. He had an expression on his face I didn't recognize before. It was a blank look, as if he was dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed irregularly back and forth. I examined what had become of my avatar, and I noticed I had a C button item I had never seen before. Some kind of note, but pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I didn't recognize from the game, almost demonic in nature, and there was some kind of high-pitched yip or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background. I had all of 2 minutes to take in the environment before another one of those fucking Elegy of Emptiness statues was summoned, and immediately after, I was cut into the Dawn of a New Day screen, except this time it was without the bar subtext. I was a Deku scrub in Clocktown. The scene would normally play after the first time he traveled back in time. Tuttle would say, "What just happened? It's as if everything has..." But instead of saying started over, she finished her remark in broken text as that laugh of the happy masked salesman played in the background. I was put back in control of my character, but from a fucked up camera angle. I was looking from behind the door to the clock tower, watching my avatar run around as a Deku scrub. Seeing as how I really had no place to go because I couldn't see anything, I begrudgingly went inside the door. There, I was greeted by the happy masked salesman, who simply told me, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" before the screen waited out. Ah. Ah. I feel like I really should have, done a couple of tongue twisters before I started. I'm gonna help myself to a cookie as well. Okay. I was in Terminal Field as a human again. I might as well not have been playing the same game anymore. I was being warped around and there was no sign of a day clock or anything. I took a moment to get my bearings as I looked around the field, and immediately I could tell that this was not normal. There were no enemies, and a twisted version of the Happy Mask Salesman's theme was playing. Mask Salesman. Fa! I decided to run towards Woodfall before I noticed a gathering of 3 figures off to the side, one of them being Epona. As I approached them, to my horror, I saw the Happy Mask Salesman, the Skull Kid, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue just standing there. I figured maybe they were bugged out, but by now, I told myself that I should know better. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully and found that the Skull Kid was playing some kind of idle animation on loop. Same with Epona, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue was doing what it has been doing all along, just standing there eerily. It was the Happy Mask Salesman that scared me more profoundly than the other 2. He was too idle, wearing that shit-eating grin, but wherever I moved, his head slowly turned around and followed me. I had not engaged in any dialogue with him, nor was I in combat with him, yet his head still continued to follow my movements. Reminded of my first encounter with the Skull Kid on top of a clock tower, I pulled out my ocarina, to which the game played the ding sound when you're supposed to play your ocarina, and tried a song I hadn't played yet. The Happy Mask Salesman's own song, and the song that had been playing on loop back in day 4. The Song of Healing. I finished playing the song, and as I did, an ear-piercing shriek blasted on my TV. The sky immediately started flashing. The Happy Mask Salesman's twisted theme song sped up, intensifying the fear inside me, and the link exploded into flames and died. The 3 figures stayed lit up during my death screen as they watched my lifeless body burn. I can't describe to you how sudden and terrifying the transition from eerie to terror is. You're going to have to watch the video if you want to see firsthand. That same fear caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago. No, wait, that same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago started to grip me again as I was met with the text. You've met with a horrible fate, haven't you? For the third time. There has to be some kind of meaning behind that. I had little time to ponder as I was immediately given another small cutscene of transforming into Zora, and now I found myself in Great Temple Bay. Hesitant, but curious to see what the game had in store for me, I slowly made my way towards the beach where I found Epona. I wondered why the game had decided to put her here. Was the game implying that she was trying to get a drink? Unable to take the mask off, I decided that riding the steed wasn't the reason she was placed there. Suddenly, I realized that Epona kept neighing, and the way she was angled made it look like she was trying to signal a point to me off in the distance. It was a hunch, but I dove into the Great Bay and started swimming. Sure enough, I almost missed it. I found something at the bottom of the ocean. One last elegy of emptiness statue. I went down to examine it. And suddenly my Zora started doing a choking animation I had never seen a Zora do before, which didn't even make sense because Zoras can breathe underwater. Regardless, my character choked to death and died, and again the statue was the only thing that was highlighted in my death. I didn't respond this time. I was booted back to the main menu as if I had restarted the console. The press start screen was before me. I knew the only reason why it would put me here is because the save files had changed again. Taking a deep breath, I pressed start, and I was right. The new save files told me about Ben. Now it made sense why the statue appeared when I tried to go to the laundry pool. The game must have anticipated how I would have tried to escape the day 4 clock down. The two save files told me his fate. As I expected, Ben was dead. He had drowned. The game obviously isn't through with me. It taunts me with the new save files. It wants me to keep playing. It wants me to go further, but I'm done with this shit. I'm not touching any more of the files. This is already too horrifying for me, and I don't even believe in the paranormal, but I'm running out of explanations. Why would someone send me this message? I don't understand it. I just get too depressed thinking about this. The footage is up here for those who want to see it and try to analyze it. Maybe there's some kind of code message in the gibberish or something symbolic in what I went through. I'm too emotionally and mentally drained to fuck with it anymore. Let me also just link the day for WMV. And now Ben. Chapter 3 Drowned. I know it's early in the morning. I've stayed up all night. I can't sleep. I don't care if people see this, that's not the point. I just want the word to get spread so I don't suffer for nothing. I've lost the will to type about this. The less I dwell on this the better. I think the video just speaks for itself. I did what you guys told me to do. I played the Elegy of Emptiness song at the first prompt by the game I was given. But I think that's what the game, or Ben, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm even humoring the absurd idea that he exists in the game, wanted me to do. He's following me now, not just in the game. He's in my dreams. I see him all the time, behind my back, just watching me. I haven't gone to any of my classes. I've stayed in my dorm room with the windows closed and the blinds shut. That way I know he can't watch me. But he still gets me when I play. When I play, he can still see me. The game is scaring me now. It talked to me for the first time. Not just using text that's already in the game. It spoke to me. It talked to me. It referenced Ben. It talked to me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it wants. I never wanted this. I just want my old life back. Stuff like this doesn't happen to people like me. I'm just a kid, not even old enough to drink yet. It's not fair. I want to go home. I want to see my parents again. I'm so far away from home here at the school. I just want to hug my mom again. I just want to forget that statue's horrible blank face. My original game file is back, just the way I left it before it was gone. I don't want to play anymore. I feel like something bad will happen if I don't, but that's impossible. It's a video game. Haunted or not, it can't hurt me, right? Like, seriously, though, it can't, right? That's what I keep telling myself, but every time I think about it, I'm not so sure. And here's drown.wmv. Okay. More water has been added? Chapter 4. Jod Sable. Let me just clear things up. I know you guys are worried, but Jod Sable is okay. He finished moving out today, and he said he's going back home. He's just taking the semester off. I'm not really sure what's happened. I have a vague idea, but you guys probably know more than I do. I'm Jod Sable's roommate, and obviously I knew something was wrong with him for a few days now. He stayed in his room all the time, fell out of contact with literally all his friends, and I'm pretty sure he hadn't been eating hardly anything. After the second day, I couldn't stay in there anymore, so I've been crashing at a buddy's place, only coming into my room to get stuff that I needed. I tried talking to him several times, but he would cut me off or keep the conversation brief when I asked about his strange behavior. It was like he was convinced something was hunting him. Yesterday I came to grab my philosophy book and he approached me, looking awful, like horrible bags under his eyes. He handed me a flash drive and gave me specific instructions. He told me that he needs me to do one last favor for him. He finally explained to me what has been going on, gave me the account info to his YouTube and he gave me instructions on how to post with his name code, specifically this board. Apparently he said you guys had been helping him along the way and you deserve to see the end of it. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Did my mouse die? No. No, it hasn't. Okay. Something happened. With my mouse. But it's okay. Okay, let's continue reading where I left off. He told me that he's getting away from here, that it lured him to play it again instead of trying to change things, and that he shouldn't have done that, and to upload the footage and inform people what happened. I told him that he could do it himself, and he got this wild look in his eye and told me that he is never looking at that game again, and that's the last thing he said to me. He never even said bye when his parents came to pick him up. I was hoping I'd at least get a chance to meet his parents when they picked him up, but they were in and out so quick I never saw them. I honestly can't tell you what happened. When he spoke, it was kind of hard to understand him, and his fucked up appearance really distracted me. On the flash drive, there was the footage of the game last night, a text document with his name and password for YouTube, and a third document called thetruth.txt, containing what he told me were his notes that he had taken about this. He told me that this meant everything to him, that I follow his instructions exactly. Normally I wouldn't be so to the letter for a request over a fucking video game, but the way he spoke and the way he looked made me know this was really serious. I had this video since yesterday, but had to have someone help me use Pinnacle. That's not really my forte. And after watching it, I had to go back through and look at his other videos on his YouTube to realize what was going on, and even then I'm really, really confused. The video I'm releasing tonight, thetruth.txt, will be released on September 15th, just like he requested. I don't know why he wants to wait for his notes to be published, but after what he's been through, I'll honor that request. I haven't dared to peek at it yet, so the first time I see it will be the first time you see it, out of respect to my friend. To answer your questions, no, I haven't tried calling him yet. I think I'll give him a call tomorrow to see if he's okay or not. He should have gotten back home by now. About the video. In this video, I cut straight to when he loaded the Ben file in the game. Looking back, I realized that JodSable left the save select screen and because it said different names sometimes, so my bad for that, but all it said this time were the same at the end of his last video. Lincoln Ben. Nothing different. I wasn't there when he played it, but it looks to me like in the beginning, when he first spawns, he's testing out his equipment or seeing what items he has or something, because apparently they've changed randomly before. He really wanted you guys to see this, and the video starts then. After that, I think the game got too personal for him. And here's JodSable.wmv. Chapter 5. The Truth. As promised, JodSable, or rather, his roommate, posted a link to download thetruth.txt at 11:04 p.m. JodSable's post was uncharacteristically short and consisted of simply, "Honesty is the best policy," followed by a download link. The document contains all of the notes that JodSable had been taking during the entire ordeal, and now they were available for the entire world. I'm not downloading that. Chapter 6. Free. Exactly 108 minutes later, JodSable changed his YouTube profile picture and added the quote, "Now I am everywhere," to his profile. Viewers were made to draw their own conclusions as to what this video signifies. I will go ahead and watch that right now. You guys follow along with that. The counter resets. I'm glad you did that. And that's it. That's the end of the Haunted Cartridge arc. And that took us what? 40 minutes to get through? Okay. Now we begin with the Moon Children arc. The ARG. Honestly, I don't really know how I'm supposed to dissect this. Okay, I don't think there's any really good way to read this. You kind of have to just go through it yourself. It really isn't written out in a nicely digestible manner. So, yeah, we finished Haunted Cartridge. What should we do now? What should we do now? I guess I could continue, like, shiny hunting for Venipede, but that's kind of boring. I'm literally just, like, pressing A. That's really just like pressing A. Over and over and over again. Ad nauseum. Also, today is a holiday, so I don't really feel like doing any proper work, you know? Oh. I guess we could go through Eve. Or milk inside a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. Hmm. I don't know, what do you guys think? Either that or I could go to bed. Going to bed might be a nice option, but like, you know, also it's been an hour. It's only been an hour. Man, I should have thought ahead about this. I really should have. Uh, I guess we could actually just go on to you should have done that.net. I wonder if it's still up. Oh no. Yeah, I know. I know. Can't even go through the ARG because most of the websites are down. Bleh. Is there anything I could play right now? Oh, we could go ahead and see what the fuck is up with shoot in order, but just so you guys know, there is a high chance that by high I mean I'm probably definitely not gonna be finishing it on stream. I'll be finishing it on my own time, but you know what? I feel like it's in the spirit of the holiday, so let me just go ahead and set that up in Steam as well. First time booting up the game. That's always fun. Oh, it's full screen. Okay, hang on. It's currently in full screen mode and options. Window. Ow! Ow! Ah. Right. Okay, you know what? Maybe it is. Should I bite pot for Gramps? What do you mean by pot for Gramps? Are you talking about like potentials in the store for the event? In which case, yeah, you should. You absolutely should. Cause like when the rerun happens, you should buy those again, cause that's free gold certificates. And free gold certificates are good. Is the game assist? No, it should be shooten.exe. There we go. Shooten games. Moving up here. Okay. And audio settings. Game audio properties. No, it's not Steam. Shooten. Yes. Perfect. Wonderful. It has been set up. Farming Sage is so expensive. I know. Alright. New game. Let's see what this is about. Commemoration of the formation of Shuten. What did I think about it? I should just for today make myself smaller. Or... yeah, I'm gonna remove everything. Just so I'm not blocking as much of the screen. I'm liking this game already. Right. Oh, it's voice acted, so I don't have to read. What? Where am I? I really like the art direction of this game. Huh? Intercom? Is somebody here? Hang on. Damn, do I not have access to settings right now? A giant TV, but I don't have time to watch. I don't have to read, proceed to read. Yeah, cause it's all in Japanese, so fuck it. The doorbell's ringing. Someone at the door. Investigate? Yes. Who could it be? Hey, just answer the door already. If you keep wasting time, the world's gonna end. Okay, calm down now. First comes the explanation. There's a proper order to these things. And hurry up and explain it already. Hey, come on, hurry up and answer the door. Hey, Slowpoke, open the stupid door already! Who the hell are these people? Well, I'm probably better off not involved. I'll just ignore them. Ah. I want whatever sound isolation this store has. Me too. We have no choice but to let ourselves in now. What? And lock the door? Why? How? Aha! I knew you were awake! What's with you? Why would you open the door? If you ever keep me waiting again, I'll go off and leave. You understand? Then, you'll have to chase after me. There's no way you can keep up. I'm really fast, you know. Hold up. Who are you? What's going on? Ugh. That really happened then. In that case, this is the worst case scenario for you, my friend. Fate has a way of forcing on the worst situations, but it's not all bad. Excuse me? Well, anyway, let me explain. Here, hang this up for me. Hey, wait! You can't just barge into my room! Wait, my room? I don't recognize this room. Whose room is this? Now loading. What on earth is going on? Who are these two weirdos and where am I? I'm so confused. What's happening to me? Me? Huh? Who am I? Well, you're surely very confused right now. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to console you. Anyway, this is the worst case I've ever seen. We've got our work cut out for us. I'm like half paying attention to what they're saying and like more paying attention to like everything going on visually. Kind of just picking apart everything and wondering like, you know, what I can use to apply to my own work. Pardon my rambling. Well, what's done is done. It's our duty to ensure you recover. Recover? Am I sick or something? Not quite. Physically, you are in good condition. The damage here is... my mind, right? That's gotta be where the problem is. I was unconscious for a while. I must have bumped my head, right? This style does feel very encoded. It's actually the entire reason why I bought this game. My head is all fuzzy and I don't remember anything. Am I in the hospital? Would that make you my doctor and nurse? Do we look like doctors to you? No, you aren't. Unfortunately, we are not doctors. This isn't a hospital. We come from up above. Angel. Yes. We were sent from the heavens on a divine mission to help you. We are indeed angels. Huh? Alright, then I'll give you a quick rundown, so listen carefully. Run it down! I love running! Our name is Himeru. She's a wild attention-seeking little imp, but she won't bite. I don't like my friends being with anyone else. That's just how I am. Got it? Oh my god, her halo turns into a flower. And I'm Gotoru, and as you can see, I'm a serious, hard-working, honest man. Honest? All I see is a devious old man. Okay. First, let me ask. How much do you remember? You remember yesterday? The day before? Last year? Yesterday? The day before yesterday? Huh? I can't remember! My mind is completely blank. It's like my memories have been wiped. You can't remember anything? Not even how you died? Huh? Died? I died? Don't go jumping ahead, Himeru. You'll just confuse her even more. Her? That's true, though. She died. Oh, what do you mean I died? That's some kind of metaphor. You mean I died metaphorically? Did I say it? It isn't. You died yesterday in the literal sense. Excuse me? But you weren't actually supposed to die. This was unexpected, even for God. God? Anyway, to cut to the chase, your death was some kind of mistake. Don't just cut out details about my death. I mean, I'm dead? What are you even talking about? And am I in the afterlife? Haha, there's no such thing as an afterlife. God doesn't have the time to make one. Ooh! Oh, boy. That's a burn. Okay, so where the hell am I? Are you saying I'm a ghost? No, take it easy. You're not a ghost. You're here in the flesh. If you don't believe me, go check the bathroom mirror. You will be able to tell you're physically here. Oh, while you're at it, go wash your face too. It'll help you cool off. The mirror. What the hell is happening? What are they saying? Are they really angels? Why are they saying I died? I don't believe them. But then I looked in the mirror. I can definitely see my reflection. And there's no doubting the reality of the cool water on my face. But beyond that, was a much harsher reality. Is this me? I don't recognize the person staring back at me. I have absolutely no memory of who is in the mirror. That's when I finally realized something was very wrong. Seems like I've lost something very important. Is it my memory? Or my entire self? Whatever happened to me, it doesn't seem out of place to call it death. Your art date silly itself. Oh boy. So, have you calmed down yet? Calmed down. Do you realize what you're asking? How the hell can I calm down? What do you mean I died? What on earth is going on right now? No, that's a very natural reaction. Accepting your own death is not an easy thing to do. You actually refused your death. That's why you're here right now. I refused my death? It's like I said before, you weren't supposed to die. But a seemingly impossible thing changed your fate. Yet despite that, you still tried to resist. You prayed, I can't just die here, please just give me a little more time. And God heard your prayer. God heard my prayer. Exactly! Your prayer made a miracle happen! A miracle! A miracle, I tell you! Amazing! Yeah, it took a whole bend around reading to reinstall. Ouch. So, by the power of God, your life was extended. I haven't the faintest idea what they're talking about. I must be losing my mind. But remember, this is just a temporary life extension. You're still teetering between life and death. What do you mean? You were restored to a temporary body. That's why your mind is totally blank. Your memories weren't restored, so you don't even know who you are. Because you only have a temporary life. To restore your life, you must overcome God's trial within this grace period. Got it? No, not at all. You're so slow. Even if you don't understand, just nod and pretend you do. I told you not to yell. In any case, in order to go back to the way you were, you need to clear God's trial. Clear God's trial. I don't understand it, but if I clear it, my memories will come back? Yes, they will. Okay, then what is God's trial? What should I do? First, you need to learn the truth behind your own death. You don't remember anything about dying, do you? Truth of my death? Are you saying I didn't die from an accident or illness? Of course not! This wouldn't happen if you did! I told you, something impossible happened and changed your fate. So, what was that impossible thing? Why did I die? Unfortunately, we don't know either. Huh? You know that I died, but not how I died. So, let's go find that out first. Alright, let's go! Wait a second! Go where? Don't you want to find out the truth of your death? Then stop complaining and follow me! Don't fret, just leave everything to us. We'll guide you through. Stop! I don't even trust you two yet! Still wasting time, I see. This might require some force then. No, let's not resort to violence. Besides, what's in it for you two? Are you using my lack of memories to trick me into doing something? Come on, really? It's like talking to a brick wall. We clearly explained your situation. We explained your situation so clearly, and you're still whining and complaining? Well, I don't blame you for being cautious, but relax, we're not the enemy. God sent us from heaven to assist your revival. We are angels, after all. You really want me to believe that, huh? Look, whether you believe us or not, sitting around here won't resolve anything. So, don't you think we should look around at least? And wouldn't you rather have a guide as well? So, let's guide you. That's why we're here. At the very least, we won't do you any harm. In fact, if anything tries to hurt you, we must protect you. After all, we're angels. I told you, the more you call yourselves angels, the more I don't trust you. But I guess I won't figure out anything just by staying here. So I might just have to go out for a bit. And it's decided. Let's go! Last one there's rotten egg. It ain't gonna be me. On your marks, get set. Hold on, there's something you must do first. There's a mask in that closet. Put it on before we head out. Huh? A mask? Well, you see, in terms of angels, I prefer the ones with guns. The Mark Knights. You're talking about this. But why do I need to wear it? Since you should be dead, we can't have anyone recognizing you, right? Come on, hurry up and just put it on already. But put on this? But won't wearing something this weird just attract more attention? Don't worry, masks are totally in around these parts. This does nothing to hide your identity! Just like a tie or earrings, people wear them as an accessory. I see. That one is the latest release from a popular brand. It's got a unique design, but it's pretty cool. I don't really know about fashion. I'll leave this to you, Himaru. Hey, why don't you change clothes too? Would it be cute to be a bit more girly? Girly? You don't remember that? You're a girl. Surprised? Surprised? I didn't even think about that. I see. I'm female. Now that you mention it, you're right. Yeah, super pick a nickname for you as well. We can't go around using a dead person's name on the street. Okay then, I'll pick for you. I don't think it would cause any problems if people just heard my name. Normally not, but since you're famous, we have to. Famous? Aha! I got it. What about Shinobe? That means servant made by God. Ugh, hate it. And what about Dore? Oh my god! Slave dedicated to God. That's even worse. We don't have time to debate about names. Let's just see some of those ideas. But those are terrible ideas! It's just until you revive. Though they do stand out a bit too much as is. Let's try to spruce them up. How about Rei Shimobe? Oh, what a lovely name. Nice to meet you, Rei. Whatever, it's just temporary anyway. What? I can't believe I don't even remember my own name. Hey, will I be able to remember everything soon? If everything goes smoothly, yes. If you clear God's trial, you'll be revived as your old self with your memories intact. Okay then, now that you understand the objective, let's get going. Let's discover the truth of your death. Okay. Get me to the fucking menu. Damn it. Yes. I suppose I will move. A long corridor with several doors. Is this an apartment building? No? A hotel? Correct. This floor is the special VIP area. Don't worry, you won't encounter any normal guests. Special VIP area. Why am I here? We'll be here all day if you keep asking questions. Look, there's an elevator up ahead. Let's go down. Okay. Where are we going? There's a key location for finding the truth about your death. Get on the elevator. We'll be going by car. Are you sure about this? Oh. Whoa! What the fuck is up with that 3D model? Looks so fucking out of place with the rest of the game. Ah, I hate it. I fucking hate that. If they had like what, a fucking 2 FPS animation walk cycle, I would have preferred that to whatever the fuck that was. What is it? There's no time to waste. Nothing, just that I've never seen this before. Well, that makes sense. You did forget everything. But you don't have time for... But we don't have time for you to take the whole tour. We need to hurry. Where are we going again? The headquarters of the Shuten Order. The Shuten Order. Hey, don't waste time here. We'll explain it on the way. Right, let's take that taxi waiting over there. I fucking hate that! Oh. $168. Is there something to this number? Ugh. Okay, well, where is the fucking taxi? Huh? I hate that. Yes. When I opened my eyes, it feels like I had always been floating in a dark sea. I don't know where I am, who, or where I'm going. I don't know if what is or isn't possible. Angels, God, revival, memory loss, temporary life, God's trial, my true self. I don't know anything. All I can do is clutch the few straws I was given. In order to find the truth about my death, I will follow them. And I begin swimming in this pitch black ocean. Wow, wow. $168 remaining until the end of the world! Freaky. But also, I like that. I need to work hard. I need to work hard. Right. Today is the commemoration of the formation of Shuten. The start of the new year. New year? Even still, a somewhat odd looking place, no? You'll get used to it soon enough. You used to live here, after all. Allow me to explain a few things about this town. You don't need to answer, just listen. This is Shuten. It's a small nation made by a new religious organization called the Shuten Order. The residents here are all members of the Shuten Order. Of course, that includes you. The Shuten Order. I was a cult member? Even hearing that, nothing rang a bell. Hearing the word religion gave me a bad feeling, though. The Shuten Order is an unusual religious organization. To put it simply, they are a gathering of people who wish for the end of the world. They are a group that prays for the extinction of humanity. To pray for the end of the world? That isn't just unusual, that's straight up bizarre. I was a member of that group. I prayed for that? Their ideas may be strange, but they are a non-violent movement. People walking around the streets are calm and love peace and harmony. They just quietly pray for the extinction of humanity. However, people opposed to them have been causing issues. They are called heretics and are feared by the members. Lakes that appear calm on the surface may not be deep down. Do you see that headless statue? It is the symbol of this nation. It's called the symbol of glory. It's a statue of the Order's hero. But as you can see, it is not normal. It isn't very pleasant, but please don't be alarmed. That statue, that's her symbol. Disgust. That's all I feel. Until yesterday, I guess I just accepted that as normal. There's the headquarters. That building is the core of this group, and of this nation too. Core of this nation? What will we do here? There. Alright, let's get out now. There's a card in your pocket, right? Pay the taxi with that. So I'm paying. Ugh. The gate is closed. There are 2 guards. It doesn't seem like it'll be easy to sneak in. Sneak? Can't we just walk in? I told you this was the core of the nation, right? You can't just stroll inside. However, security usually isn't quite this tight. They must have beefed up security after your incident. Huh? My incident? Hey, can you tell me why we're here? Today, a minister's meeting will be held. Minister's meeting? At the meeting, I'm sure they will discuss your death. A meeting about me here? Is it really such a big deal? Indeed. Your death is a greater deal than you might imagine. Hearing their discussion is the best way to understand your situation. Come on, what the? In any case, the meeting comes later. The explanation comes later. The meeting could start at any minute. Let's search for a hole in the security and make our way in. Are you serious? Come on, let's go! Get to searching already! God, I hate this 3D model. Both of them are eyeing the entrance. They are not looking anywhere else. They're fucking dumb. Do they think it's impossible to enter any other way? There are flowers everywhere, but I don't know much about them. Statue. Is this an important figure in this religion? Yes. Let's hop the fence. This fence. It's corroded and snapped. You're right. That's dangerous. They gotta fix it immediately. But thanks to that, we can begin our infiltration. Are you sure we should be doing this? Trespassing is a crime, isn't it? Don't worry about it. If we don't hurry, we'll never find the truth. Fine. Okay. Yay! First through the gate! Well, at least we got in without anyone seeing us. Why do I need to? I mean, do I really need to sneak in too? I'll just hide over there and you two can go on ahead. What are you saying? This is to revive you! We're doing this all for you! This is a trial given by God. You must accept it. We can't do it for you, only guide you. I know there are many things you are yet to understand. However, these questions may be cleared up at the minister's meeting. If you want to know what happened to you, you have no choice but to go. Let's hurry! The meeting room for the minister's meetings is on the top floor. Got it. The elevator is... No, we shouldn't use the elevator. We'd be cornered if the guards find us. Let's go take the stairs. To the top. What floor? The 10th. Easy peasy. Ready, set, go! 10th floor. Chop chop! We got stairs to climb. Oh. Can we take a break? What do you mean? We don't have time to rest now. Himeru is right. The ministers are probably gathering as we speak. Let's hurry. Let's hurry and find a place to hide. Stop! Wait for me! So slow, you two. Hurry up! A few ministers have already gathered. It's about to begin! Yeah, looks like we made it in time. You two are really fit. Not even out of breath. But what do we do now? How can we listen in on the meeting? They would kick us out if we found us in there. What do you think? What do you think we should do, Mikotoru? Don't you have a plan or something, Himura? It's your job to think of these things, right? In this situation, I believe the manual said... you guys were supposed to guide me, right? I'm really worried about this. First, if you don't know what to do, search your surroundings. You might find something. That's the elevator. Yeah, it would have been so much easier if we took it, but you know. That's just a storage closet. Nothing we can use here. Here. Yes. What's this room? Security seems tight. Ah, someone's coming! Ray, hide! Huh? That's what Shuten's... That's one of Shuten's ministers, Teko Ion. Huh? That boy's a minister? Oh, so cute! Despite appearances, he leads the Ministry of Science, which oversees technology. He is a genius with an immeasurable IQ. And probably an insufferable personality. But that room he just came out of looks like it has top-level security. Is that a sealed space? Sealed space. This boy went into the meeting room. Hey, isn't the meeting gonna start? This is bad. We have no time. What to do? Look, someone else is coming out of the room. What is that? A robot? Huh? Oh, where did Teko go? How could he just leave me? That meanie. It speaks? Huh? Who's there? Ray, shut up! It noticed us! Well, what should we do? We need to run! No, this could work. Just the opportunity we need. Huh? Fools, give up and show yourself. I am Arale, the right hand of Teko Ion, Minister of the Ministry of Science. I'm coming to get you right now. Prepare your asses. I'm not scared. Not scared at all. Oh, look at those tears. Look at those tears. It's totally not scared. Oh, no. Ray, now, use the power of God. Use the power of God. What, do I just like chant the power of Christ compels you? The power of Christ compels you or something? The power of God creates miracles, just like the ones that brought you back to life. In addition to God's trial, you were also granted the power of God. If you pray to God, I'm sure that prayer will be heard. You should be able to use the power of God, the power of miracles. What are you saying? I don't get it! Right now you can use amazing powers. That's all you need to know. Use that power of God to control that robot, Arale. Control is easier the lower ranking opponent is. You should be able to control that robot freely with your mind. But how do I use the power of God? You just need to pray to God. Clasp your hands together. If you won't come out, I'm coming for you. And I'll call the guards too. Hurry, it's gonna call the guards! Ah, fine. Huh? The robot stopped? We did it! Praise power of God did its thing. God heard the prayer. This is the power of God? Okay, just concentrate on making that robot move. Make the robot move. Ah! It really moved! If you close your eyes and focus, you should be able to see and hear through it. Close my eyes. Concentrate. Alright, I can see. This is the power of God? Amazing. I never could have imagined such powers. Good, Ray. Use that robot and look around the meeting room. That robot usually accompanies Seiko Eon. No one will think twice if it's in the meeting room. We should hide too. Somewhere else too. Right. Ray will be able to focus on controlling it more. Now, where's a good spot? There was a storage closet next to the stairs. I want you to find us there. Storage closet. I see. Yes. To the closet we go. Is this the storage closet? Seems like no one's here. Okay, we'll hide here. I just need to control the robot from here. Before that, let me give you a simple explanation about these mystery meetings. There are 5 mysteries in the Shuten Order. Mystery of Security, Health, Science, Education, and Justice. They each work with policies based on their role within the Shuten Order. The founder sets the policy, ministers express that policy to the ministries. In other words, the ministers of these 5 ministries will all be gathering here. So many powerful figures, gathering all at once. Now I'm even more nervous. Good job, Ray. I hope it goes well. Three, 2, 1, 0. Alright, time for the ministers meeting. But some are not here yet. We're past the starting time. Ministry of Health. Oh no, and he's a Roy bro. Come on, I must have everything be exact. Every step needs to be... I hate this guy already. Every step needs to be 77 centimeters or I lose it. My heart rate must be 88 beats per minute. 11 minutes until the next increment. Or do we wait until 11? Isn't 88 beats per minute a little high for somebody your age and health? Right, Kokushigan. Minister of Education. Oh my god, she's basically the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkey. Kokushigan, what are you even doing here? Homework. For school? Really? What a good student. I always had my little sister do my homework. But then the teacher would find out. It was too good. Kokushigan, you've never met my sister, right? You totally should. You could have lunch together. I'll pass. It's awkward for me to meet strangers. Hey, don't say that! And Inugami's still sleeping. Yes. This guy. Shining or pouring water on him won't wake him up. What about the meeting? We gotta get started. Ignore. Minister of Justice. Excuse me. Is it okay? They can't tell. Oh, Arale. Where did you go off to? Why do you keep getting lost? I just fixed your tracking sensors. Ministry of Science. Tekoleon. I guess I should say something. No, I should keep my mouth shut and not do anything that could raise suspicion. What is it? Do you feel okay? Maybe I should use my tools to fix you. Ah! He's getting closer! What should I do? Huh? That sound. A motorcycle? Oh, do it. I bet they had that window replaced last month. My bad, sorry to keep you waiting. Ugh. Oh! You hit Inugami? Ouch! Right in the family jewels! Huh? What's this? Don't you dare get my bike all dirty, damn it! Mister of Security. What happened? Did the battle finally begin? Snap out of white shirt. If this were a battle, you'd already be a goner. Huh? Is this the meeting room? Oh, right. The minister's meeting. Right. That relief really put me in a good mood for a dose. Quit it. We're starting the meeting. We need a clear mind. Alright, the 5 of us have come. Now, let's begin the meeting. I need to get back to hunting heretics. Let's get this over with. Heretics? Mikotoru mentioned them before. The people opposed to the group's ideology. Who should chair this meeting? If you don't want to, I can do it. The safety of the Shuten Order rests in our hands. Come on now, Shitora. We don't have time for you to draw things out. Let's cut out all the chit-chat and get straight to the conclusion. I don't think we should rush the conclusion. Nonsense, Honoka. There's just one issue, and the resolution is simple. I will ask a question. Please raise your hand if the answer is yes. Did any of you kill the founder? I think the answer is all of them. Huh? What was that? Killed the founder? I see. Looks like it wasn't any of us. Okay, meeting over. Y'all free to go. Wait a second, Inugami. Are you including yourself in the any of you? Isn't it possible you did it? It's common sense to suspect the person who found the body. Huh, that's such an old way of thinking. If I were the killer, it would have been the perfect crime. Not a single clue. I can tell this was the work of an amateur. You make it sound like you're a master criminal. I am in charge of the Ministry of Justice, right? Of course I know crime well. Wait, Eon, are you suspecting Inugami? Come on, we're on the same team. We need to trust each other. I never once considered us as on the same team. Huh, how harsh. At least I considered us on the same team. Putting aside whether this drug is his teammate, we know he ain't the killer. The killer's gotta be heretic. The heretics killed the founder. Yeah, I agree. Every citizen loved the founder. Only a heretic would do such an awful thing. Is it possible that Inugami is really a heretic? Huh? Inugami? Oh, didn't think of that. A heretic hiding among the ministers. How devious. So, what's it? What is it? I know you got your hands on some of the heretic's drugs. Did you finally get so high your whole brain went full of heretic? Calling me heretic? Oh, unpleasant. You know my drugs are the legal kind, yes? They abide by the law. But you can change the laws however you like, right? Huh, that's correct. So I'm assuming he's on a heart-stopping amount of meth and a ridiculous amount of opiates. Wait, it's not fair to just gang up on Inugami. I won't accept any conclusion that isn't fair and proper. Fine, to have a fair discussion. Inugami is first to find the body. Can you tell us what you saw? From the start, without any lies, please. Yes, of course. Let me start with when I found the body. Last night, we had a grand time at the festival before National Foundation Day. After enjoying the festival, I took a little nap on a bench in the Central Park. And then, this morning, on National Foundation Day, I woke up at sunrise. Just to find a dead body all chopped up. Like a bunch of discarded party goods from the festival. The dismembered body parts were strewn about. Right arm, right leg, left leg, and the head. When I saw the head, I realized who the victim was. There was no doubt about it. It was the head of our founder. The founder's dismembered body. Dismembered, huh? What an awful incident! You know, you all should be commending my actions after that. I collected the founder's remains before they were found and called you to the park. This was around 10 hours ago. Good thing Inugami found it. If not, the nation would be in an uproar. There'll be more than an uproar. The heretics would know it's over. End of the world. End of the world. But if I were the killer, would I really be present all of this to everyone? Maybe you'd do this to remove any suspicion from yourself. Ha! You really don't trust me. So, what do we do now? With the founder now dead, what are we supposed to believe in? Quit acting all pure and instant. You're after the empty founder seat, yeah? I'm still a better fit than a brain-dead biker. Huh? What'd you say? Wait, stop! We can't fight amongst ourselves! Now that the founder's gone, we need to keep ourselves together. We are only here thanks to the grace of the founder. Would you act like this in front of him? Or her? Or whoever? Well said, Ushitora. Shut up, you damn junkie! From the situation, it appears the founder was murdered. In that case, it will be up to us to track down that murderer. Yes, to bring peace to the founder's soul, and for the future of this nation. Do we all agree to keep the founder's death a secret until this matter is resolved? Of course. The news would just cause panic. An absolute secret. The safety of the Shuten Order rests in our hands. Let's all promise to keep this quiet then. Until the founder's killer is discovered, the 5 parts of the corpse will continue to be held between the 5 of us. Huh? What's that? They're storing each part of the corpse separately? It's like we're being kept silent, or made to be accomplices. Accomplices. What about the torso we never found? We wouldn't want someone to find that, right? No, if it wasn't found at the scene, the killer likely took it with them. I suspect if the killer is hiding it, it won't be found by any citizens. Damn it. Why would the killer just hide just the torso? All the pieces aren't together. How tragic for the founder. Then we need to find the killer. Right. We should pretend everything is fine while we search for the killer. This is a crisis at the core of the Order. Let's all work together as fellow ministers. What if one of us is the criminal? Hey, don't bring that up again. Now's the time to work together to bring down this killer. I'm just speaking logically. With all the heretic incidents, the founder's guard was up, right? I don't think the founder would meet with anyone besides us ministers. Therefore, I think it is extremely likely that one of us killed the founder. This means that all of us ministers are prime suspects. It is true that one of us could easily catch the founder off guard. Hey, wait, that might be true, but we all love the founder. There's no motive. But that doesn't mean that the founder was killed. And chopped up like that. How pathetic. Fushicho, watch your mouth. Don't ever mock the founder. Fushicho is just hiding her true feelings. Aren't you the saddest at losing the founder? Huh? The fuck do you know? Go to hell! Working together seems unlikely. Wait, it's 4:30. I need to watch TV. Arale, turn on the TV. Do you please not use my Arale like a voice assistant? Plus, why are you watching TV at a time like this? What are you thinking? The safety of the Shootin' Order rests in our hands. This is exactly the right time to watch it. Did you forget? The founder planned to broadcast the New Year's greeting for the members. Do we need to watch that? It's the founder's final message. We can't just ignore it. Isn't that right, everyone? So then, Arale, could you turn the TV on? What do I do? Shouldn't you do as he says? Right, okay. Yes. Happy New End. Happy New End. Huh? Happy New Year! The world has taken another step towards the end. The new dawn purifies the sea of ruins with light. This is how we approach the new National Foundation Day. We are moving forward towards the end times. The end of the world is close. The time of celebration will soon be here. I pray that you all receive an end filled with peace and comfort. I will continue to pray for all of y'all today. The safety of the Shootin' Order rests in our hands. Well then, to a grand end. Farewell, bye-bye. Always so casual. That's our founder, alright. Ah! Founder, why did you have to die? I feel so sad knowing I won't see that smile again. I know we all have different thoughts. But first, let's offer a prayer for our deceased founder. Ah, Yunigami is right. Let's pray for the eternal peace of the founder. I agree. You too, Eon. I don't see the point in praying to our dead founder. I'm more concerned with the Raleigh's odd behavior. Is it his wiring? Let me shut off the power for a sec. Was that the founder? The one killed and dismembered. The founder of the Shootin' Order. But that face, that voice. No matter how you look at it, it's me, right? Do you understand now, Ray? This may be hard to accept, but it is the reality you must face. Can I ask a few questions? Sure, ask them! I'll answer them. Ask them now! Ask quickly, quickly! The founder that appeared on TV was identical to me, but... Am I the founder? Was that me? Yep, that's right. You are the founder of the Shootin' Order. This is the truth. Did you two know this? Of course. That's why we came to the headquarters. We intuited that there would be information about your death here. About me being killed and chopped up. Yep, we didn't know that until now. So, this was the untimely death that twisted fate. However, it seems the killer was short-sighted. They probably never dreamed that the power of God would revive you. They said that each minister had one of the dismembered body parts. So they all have pieces of my corpse, right? It's odd walking around with body parts. These people are scary. What is this body then? In that case, what in the world is this body of mine? Like a temporary life, you have been granted a temporary body as well. That is this body. Temporary body? What's a temporary body? Just something kind of shaped like a person, like how God made humans from clay. To overcome God's trial, it would be difficult if you couldn't physically touch things. Since you got dismembered, you can't use your old body. Plus, the torso is missing. And even though it's just an imitation, it's just like living normally, so don't worry. How can I not worry? I can't wrap my head around this body being temporary. It's fine, don't worry. You just need to overcome God's trial. By the way, once you regain your old body, all of your memories will return. You'll be truly revived as the founder, a true miracle of God, a martyr's rebirth. I can't do this. I really don't understand what's going on. You just need to clear God's trial. What is God's trial? God's trial? What should I do? Right, we haven't actually talked about what you need to do. First, God's trial refers to a ritual unique to the Shuten order. By completing the ritual, you'll revive for real. As for what this ritual entails... Okay, allow me to teach you everything. You need to make the criminal who killed you confess to the murder. Huh? A confession? Confessing the crime is a ritual? Precisely. Find your killer and make them confess to the murder. In other words, the killer confessing to the crime is the ritual known as God's trial. No way! So you're telling me I have to find who killed me and make them confess? Yep, that's exactly right. There's no way I can do that. My mind's completely void of knowledge or experience. I know. I told you that's why we're here. These cute angels will guide this lost little lamb. Like the ministers pointed out, there's a high chance that one of them did it. Just focus on suspicious ministers and question them. Are you saying I should just ask them, are you the killer? There's no way they'd come clean. Oh, I know. If I tell them I'm the founder, they might listen to me. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. Why not? First, they won't believe you're the real founder. You'd end up suspected as a faker seeking the founder's fame. After all, they have your dead body. If I truthfully tell them I've been temporarily revived using the power of God, that would be even riskier. In the Shuten order, the power of God is a taboo. Taboo? In this country, godly miracles aren't allowed. That applies to the founder too. If you said you used the power of God, you'd be seen as a heretic and arrested. People who use the power of God are seen as heretics. Why is it like that? This is a unique aspect of the religion of the Shuten order. They don't worship God. In fact, they... No, it's still too early to tell you that. You'll learn about it soon enough. Just know that if you reveal your identity to the killer, they just kill you again. That's certainly true. In that case, how should I find the killer? I'm not just gonna look around, right? That would take too much time. You can't take your time with this investigation. You don't have much time left. Huh? No, when is the time limit? In 4 days. January 5th? Dawn. Wait, what? A time limit? Huh? Didn't we mention that? You can only stay in this world in your temporary life for 4 days at most. The power of God has its limits too. Once the sun rises on the 5th, it'll turn to ash. But... Well, you just need to be revived in your real body by then. Just 4 days? No way I can find the killer and make them confess in that time. How can you give up before you even try? You can't waste a chance like this. It's not like you don't have any clues. The ministers are holding parts of your body. That is the best evidence for this case. Even if they don't talk, you'll be able to discover a lot just by searching. Like the murder weapon and how you were dismembered. Investigate my dead body. What do you mean? Am I supposed to play detective? Yep, you can reach out as a detective who sniffed out the founder's murder. Yes, it's a great idea. You already have information that only they would know. If you hint at that, they can't ignore you. Well, any reason will do if it gets you to approach them. Just play it by ear. Go with the flow. There's no other option. Okay, let's go catch that killer. Ray, who do you think it is? Wait, a sec. This is so sudden. Well, speaking of the culprit, I forgot to mention, the ritual involves more than just making the culprit confess. Huh? You mean there's still more I have to do? Yep, after making the culprit confess, you have to take back your soul from them. Take back my soul? This'll have to wait. We'll talk about this later. What? The alarms! I hope it's not. Did you all notice this? We're suspicious about his robot malfunctioning. Oh, that could be it. Uh-oh. Who are you? What are you doing there? Huh? Ah! Suspicious activity in the 10th floor supply room. Requesting backup. No, that's not it. I'm not. No. Stop it. You can talk at the Ministry of Security headquarters. Come on, Ray. This isn't the time to get arrested. What should I do? You gotta use the power of God. Again? You gotta do it. Hurry. But this isn't an animal or robot. Can I control him? Just try it. Hurry. Pray to God, hurry. Ah, fine. Got it. What are you doing? I don't know about God, but if God really exists, please save me from this desperate situation. Yeah, pick a god and pray. Did it work? Can I control that person? Ah! Huh? His head went flying. Well, that was a jump scare at midnight. Hey, quiet! Other guards will come. That's a former founder for you. You're already using the power of God for like a pro. Is this also the power of God? Why? This is what I'm expected. I meant to control that person. There are various types of power of God. You just use the power of destruction. It's the most primeval and simplest power of God. Did I kill that person? What should I do? I didn't mean to. Ray, don't misunderstand. You didn't do that. The power of God did that. But I prayed to God, and God decided that the power of destruction was necessary, so it was used. In other words, this was a necessary sacrifice. You don't need to worry about it. Necessary sacrifice? What was necessary about it? What is this power of God? No, what is God even? Listen, Ray, calm down. The nation needs its founder. Heretics caused even the most devout members to distrust each other. What do you think happens if they lose a central pillar of the founder? The whole nation would collapse. Do you want to abandon all the people of this nation? I didn't know about that. Your death isn't just a problem for this nation. The founder of the Shooten Order is the only one who can stop the end of the world. Huh? End of the world? But you can't stop in your current state. In order to prevent the end of the world, you need to be revived as the founder. I don't get any of this. Anything you said? If you want to understand, then search for the killer. If you find them, you'll be revived back into your old body with your memories too. If you can do that, everything will be revealed. It's not fair. Putting it like that? There's really nothing else I can do now, right? Come on, we've got no time for pouting. Keep your head up and run! Got it. I don't get it, but I got it. There, over there. Ah, the hell is full of guards. Ray, send all of them flying. No, even the power of God can't help that many people. So all we can do is run away. Actually, I prefer that. More guards are coming from below. The only way out is up. Ah, come on. We made it to the roof, but now... Now where to run? Surrender. Hands in the air. We're torn. What should we do? Jump and pray! Jump and pray! Don't give me the silent treatment. Please guide me. What should I do? Well, even the angels did not expect a situation like this. Huh? If it comes to this, there's one last card to play. The power of God again? Yep. you can use reincarnation and revive yourself again. Reincarnation? Revive? If you use reincarnation, you can be reborn with your current memories intact. You didn't keep them before because you moved to a temporary body, but you're fine now. You can die here now and wake up again in that bed. Today's memories will remain with you, I'm sure of it. Probably. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Wait, are you telling me to die? No, I don't want to die! Hands where I can see them. Come on, there's no more time, quickly! They'll keep you in custody until you turn to ash! Don't worry, Ray, you have God's protection. You can't be revived with the power of God. We're angels, you can trust us. If you can't understand that, then you gotta dive. Now go! I can't. I've had enough of this. I don't get any of this. If this is a dream, wake me up. If this is nightmare, end. Ah! Splat. Founder of the Shuten Order, chosen of God. Please don't forget. God's trial is to find the one who killed you and make them confess to it. The culprit is sure to be one of the 5 ministers. I think it's all of them. Why is this being required of me? Because if you don't, the world will end. I love you, Ray. Let's meet again. At that moment, Ray's body bursts into flames. Engulfed in flames, Ray plunked its head first. Everyone knows something and turns towards the window. Hmm. 168 days remaining until the end of the world. "7 a.m. January 2nd, 167 days until the end of the world." With that... Where am I? Good morning, Ray. You awake? Your reincarnation went well, as expected of the founder. So how about your memory? Do you remember what happened before this? What happened before was... After I jumped off the rooftop, my body was engulfed in flames and I woke up here. That's right, exactly. That means you remember that your memories have The fact that you remember means your memories have properly carried over. That's how reincarnation works. It's the power of God granted to only to you as his chosen one. But the memories before that are still unclear. I don't remember anything about being the founder or anything else. That's how it goes. Nothing has been resolved yet, and you're still in a temporary body. Unless you clear God's trial, your resurrection will not be achieved. Of course, you remember about God's trial, don't you? Yes, the ritual to make my murderer confess their crimes. That's right, if the culprit's confession reaches God, your memories in your body will be restored, Ray, and you'll be resurrected back to normal. Oh wait, didn't you say that there's one more thing to do? About a soul or something? Yes, you remembered well. To finish the ritual, you'll have to take back your soul back from the culprit. Take back my soul? How? By killing the murderer. Huh? It's actually the most important part of the whole thing. The confession is only part of the right preparation to identify who must be killed. Why do I have to kill them? I mean, what does killing the culprit have to do with taking back my soul? To explain that, I'll need to tell you about the Order's sacrifice rituals. Sacrifice? The Shuten Order seems crazier by the day. Was I really its founder? It's a long story, so I'll tell you another time. For now, it's enough if you get that in the order. To die means to transfer your soul. To die is to transfer my soul. Natural death returns the soul to the world. You were killed, so it was taken. Obviously, you can't really revive without it. Still, killing someone. You mean you can't do it, even though they killed you first? Let me add that not everyone who gets murdered can take God's trial. Only a chosen few, granted a reprieve from death by God, can attempt it. I'm chosen. Correct. Also in that sense, you are required to see it through. But having to kill someone to come back to life sounds extreme. This ritual is nuts. Or is there something wrong with me because I can't comprehend it? That's not important. Don't worry about that right now. The debate over whether to kill them can wait until we have identified who they are. You won't have any objections about finding them, do you? Well, the ritual won't start until you find them. If you don't carry it out, your temporary body will be reduced to ashes. You will cease to exist and experience true death. The deadline is at dawn on January 5th. There are only 3 days left. Just 3 days. Don't worry, as long as you're with us, you won't have to face real death. No way. But getting back to your murderer, it's highly likely that they are one of the top 5 ministers of the Shuten Order. But considering the time left, investigating each minister is an impossible task. What are we going to do? We choose the most suspicious one and snipe them out. Then, over the last 3 days, we gather incriminating evidence, make them confess. Snipe them out. But what if we get the wrong one? No need to worry about that. We can simply use the power of God. If we do that, Ray, you'll only need one shot to peg out the culprit among the suspects. Really, only one shot. That's right. Because the power of God is absolute, there's no way you'll miss. Are you serious? Good grief. Wouldn't it be about time to start trusting in the power of God? You just risked your life to get info on the truth, and you came back here, didn't you? With that divine protection, you should be able to pinpoint who the culprit is. But remember, you only get one chance. Make sure to gather evidence during these 3 days. Now, choose the culprit from among the top 5 ministers. You should already know which minister is the murderer. This is a task only you, what the power of God, can do, identifying the culprit. I'm the only one who can do it, identifying the culprit. Hurry, hurry! Decide who the culprit is. The name of the culprit is predestined. Reveal it here. Okay, I'll give it a try. My murderer is... The murderer of the founder of the Shuten Order is... I think it's, they all killed her thing. They all killed her. It was joint plot. After a milk? I knew it. It's, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a... They all did it. It's fucking Schrodinger's murder. I see how it is. I see how it is. is a whenever I get to it thing. I'm tired. And it's also past Halloween. Let's go right into Shizu, who's currently doing a 5 years, 24-hour endurance stream. Go with that. Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, Sunday night, whenever for Minecraft. Adios.